Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Ethereum seems to be heading down now in an impulsive looking A wave of wave 5. As you know, if you watched the previous videos, we were still watching here for another wave 5 to the downside, which now appears to have started after a break of micro support and the green trend line I shared with you yesterday, which was basically a sort of breakout signal to the downside, and Ether clearly didn't want to form another upside extension. And I have now adjusted resistance, which keeps price lower as we grind lower. And as you can see, this looks pretty impulsive. So I mentioned it in the Bitcoin video already. I'm not entirely sure about this micro count because the third could also sit down here, but then it's a super extended third wave. Okay. I just want to mention that this is a possibility that we just have to extend this further, because if you look at the bigger picture, we have an A wave down, we have a B wave, and the C wave should normally end somewhere in the region of the previous A wave, maybe even a little bit lower. If I take the length of the A wave, if I go to the high of the B wave, then I'm looking for the 100% extension at $2,700. Now, to be fair, I mean, 1 second. So 2,700. This would be a super extended fifth wave. So there's no need to get there for the price, but I only rarely see C waves that don't get there. So I'm looking for at least a test of the orange support region. It is possible, that this microstructure changes. Maybe this is the 1-2. Maybe this is the 1-2. And this was only an A, B, and we're now in the third wave. So just be aware of that. I mean, I can label that as alternative. For example, we could say we have an 1 here, 2 here. This is now the third. Then we get a 4 and a 5. This is sort of an alternative interpretation. But that's only labeling. I mean, that really doesn't change much. I think the 100% extension is definitely something we should be watching for. And, if I'm calling that a third wave down, or if it's the A wave of the wave 5, literally, it doesn't make a great difference. It might make a little bit of a difference to the resistance levels, so we can watch that going forward. But at the moment, resistance is between, let me just see if I need to adjust that. The resistance area is defined, between the 38.2 retracement and the 78.6 retracement of this decline that started on the 1st of July and is currently between $3,370 and $3,467. Doesn't look finished yet, this move down. And as I said, this should actually extend quite a bit, but again, we might be in the third wave. So I'm not entirely sure about the micro. That's always the problem with these diagonal patterns. There's typically more than one interpretation, but the trend is down. That's important. And the next Fibonacci support is at 3,120. That's here based on the length of the A wave and comparing that with the length of the C wave. There have been occasions where the C wave ends at the 61.8 retracement extension. Well, that would be 3,120. That would certainly not have the right look. And 2009-23 would be the next one. And then obviously we've got the orange support region between 2,900 and 2,670. And what else? I mean, these are the next Fib levels. I mean, there's always a chance for it to get a bounce. Okay. And obviously also this A wave is likely going to be an ABC structure. So that could happen sort of in the area of the previous low, maybe, but there's currently no indication that has started. Often we also see a bounce around the 78.6 retracement. That would be now. So not entirely sure if we get that. Seems to be a pretty red day at the moment. But yeah, trend is down clearly. And if there is a rally into resistance, as long as we're holding that resistance area, and I will adjust it throughout the day. So if you're a gold member, you get the updated signals. Anybody else, I might do another video later or tomorrow, depending on what happens. ETH videos aren't that popular for some reason anymore. They used to be, but I have to be, I have to prioritize what is appreciated by the community, and ETH videos aren't that popular. But if you want to get the updates, feel free to check out the membership. As a silver member, you can get access to the live charts. Gold members as well, and gold members get additional updates, signals, short-term Elliott wave updates throughout the day. So if I adjust the resistance area, you will see that any changes to the wave count, okay, is maybe yellow leading or white. But as you can see, both are pointing to the downside. I would only need to take a more bullish perspective if there is a break above 3,467. And yeah, seems to be a pretty red day. That's pretty much it. So we are watching for a decline. Next main level 3,120, but then going forward, at the moment at least, based on what I see, I would expect this orange box to be tested, based on the idea that this is an ABC structure. Here, A, B, C, flat structure. The C wave isn't impulsive, so that's quite positive though. Okay, that's my update about Ethereum. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.